Hello and welcome to this special broadcast live on Moneycontrol. I'm Stacey Pereira and with me is Santosh Nair, and we are here to discuss the demerger of Jio Financial Services from Reliance Industries stock. Now that just happened earlier today when there was a special pre-trading session that took place from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is when it happened, and that was to arrive at the price band or the price discovery for Jio Financial Services. And now that that has happened, the demerger is done. Reliance Industries stock is now being priced, or the price has been found at 2,580. That's when Reliance has started trading at, whereas this has happened post 9:45 today when that special trading session ended. And this also comes at a discount of that 9.2% from yesterday's closing price, which was at 2,841.85 on the NSE. That also means that the shares of Jio Financial Services are now valued at 261.85 rupees. At least that's what we've got through this auction session that happened. So Santosh, help us understand why was this needed, how did it happen, what transpired, and what is supposed to happen from here on.
Well, thanks Stacey. So what the company basically is doing at this point is that it's separating its financial services business from the parent company, and the special pre-open session that we saw a short while back, that was basically to discover the price of the financial services arm, which is initially known as Reliance Strategic Investments, but later will be renamed as Jio Financial Services. Now, as per the after the special pre-open session, the value of Reliance Strategic Investments or Reliance Jio, that's come out to be 261 rupees 85 paise. Now the key thing here is that these shares won't be traded, you can't buy or sell in them, right? They will now be a constant in the Nifty at 261 rupees 85 paise till such time actually Reliance Industries announces the allotment and listing date. So it will be part of the index, but it will just be there. It will become the 51st stock in the Nifty index, but you cannot trade in them.
Right.
Now what happens is, once the listing date is announced and the shares are allotted, 3 days from that day Reliance Strategic Investments will then move out of the Nifty index. So right now it is there in the Nifty index, but you just can't trade in those shares, whereas you can trade in the Reliance shares as in a normal manner.
Right, and with this new price that has even there for Reliance, right? That now that it's already started trading.
Yeah, it is. It is in fact 2580 was the price at the end of the session, but now I think it's around 2600.
Yes, it has moved up almost 1.5% higher after that open. But also help us understand now what the weightage on the index will be like. Of course, Reliance is that blue chip company. It has a big, one of the benchmark is what really pushes the benchmark or brings it down. And now that we are at this bull rally, what happens to the weightage there when it comes to Reliance?
So as a result of this demerger, the weightage of Reliance Industries does not really change, because the allotment has been in the ratio of 1:1, which is that Reliance Strategic Investment shareholders will get 1 share for every share held in Reliance Industries. So the equity structure of Reliance Industries does not change. So when the equity structure of Reliance Industries does not change, it means that the weightage of Reliance Industries in the indices will also not change. So everything remains normal. The only new thing is that now you have a stock called Reliance Strategic Investments, which will later become Reliance Jio Financial Services, and that will start trading with the date which will be announced by the company in a short while from now.
What about this price discovery that has happened, 261.85? Is that on expected lines? Was it supposed to be, there was analysts were pegging it somewhere around 160 to 190, but now coming at this, how did we really arrive at this number?
Well, that's what the market has discovered, and that the price that analysts were talking about, and also the price that was being quoted in the grey market, which is the unofficial market. You can't really take that as a benchmark. That was also somewhere around 200 rupees, but the price that now we are seeing is much higher than that. Now we'll get to know once the shares list for trading. That's when you will see the further price discovery of that, how market reacts. It will of course depend on a lot of things, market conditions and other factors as well.
Right, you also did mention that there is some kind of tax implications that this will have. Do tell our viewers what will that really be.
So, now Reliance issued a statement this morning onto how investors should be calculating the tax on that.
Okay.
So, the value of the demerged arm, that is Reliance Strategic Investments, that has been arrived at 4.68% of the X value, which is both the entities combined, which is the petrochemical arm as well as the financial services, the combined entity. So, this is the demerged arm is 4.68% of that. The value that has to be apportioned is, so yesterday if you had bought Reliance Industries at the closing price of 2,840, it actually meant that you were paying 2,707 rupees for the parent company and 133 rupees for Reliance Strategic Investments. So, now that the price discovered today is 261 rupees 85. Now, that will change. It can go higher, it can go lower once the shares are listed. So, the difference will be calculated from 133 rupees. That will be the capital gains. So, this is how the tax has to be calculated on the shares.
Right. Is there anything else that our viewers need to know about how this is going to pan out from here? What should they be looking out for when it comes to, now that this demerger is out of the way, it was something that was highly anticipated, what could they be looking for, and how soon can we expect Jio to list out?
Well, right now you can only sit and admire the Jio Financial Services shares, because they can't be traded at this point in time. The play will clearly be on Reliance Industries with the stock which had been in a narrow band for some time, but obviously of late there has been a lot of positive sentiment around the stock. So, that is something to watch for till such time Reliance Strategic Investments or Reliance Jio Financial Services gets listed.
Right. We also have the Reliance Industries earnings, which will happen tomorrow. So, do come back to Moneycontrol, because that's where you're going to get all the action, and we'll be telling you more on that. But thank you so much, Santosh, for joining us on this special broadcast, and we hope we gave our viewers what they were looking forward to, that demerger now finally happening between Reliance as well as Jio Financial Services. For everyone tuning in, thanks so much for doing.